Yo, what's happening, everybody? It's me, Melly Money. I'm back. How's everybody doing this time? All right, man. I got one of the featured baseball games tonight. It's a good one. I got the Angels versus A's. So sit back, y'all, and enjoy and check this out. See who pulls it off, y'all. Let's make it happen.
About to get started here, and today's starter, JT Ginn. But Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Zach Neto leading things off and takes a strike.
0-1.
Swing and a ground ball. What a stop. Gathers and throws. Nicely done for the out.
Third basemen have to be so quick with their first step reactions. High shots like that. That's why they call it the hot corner. That's a perfect example, though. There's no way he gloves that one if he's not dialed in, anticipating something coming in his way, staying on his toes every pitch. Really nice job to get back up, set himself, and make a strong throw across the diamond.
And now here is Nolan Shotwell. One down, base is empty.
0-1.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. One out, base is empty. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Makes the grab on the run. 2 away now. All right, let's take a look at the Angels lineup. And Singy, I'm a bit surprised to see this many righties in a lineup against a right-hander.
Yeah, you're not the only one, Boog. I'm a bit surprised as well. And, some hitters work well against same-handed pitching. Just back in 2024, Bobby Witt Jr., Vlad Guerrero Jr., and Aaron Judge all had higher batting averages against righties than they did against lefties. So maybe they got a plan after all.
Yoan Moncada in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Next pitch is outside. 2 outs, base is empty. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And the righty deals. Swing and a ball popped up. And that is that. We head to the bottom of the first. No score after a half inning. Back here with my pal Singy. And towing the slab here, Ryan Zefferjohn. What do you have on him?
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher. So it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start squaring up the baseball. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Lawrence Butler, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Butler hitting leadoff in today's game, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2018. That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
1-1.
And there's a ball. just misses with that one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Now, this is a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
Next up for the A's, Jacob Wilson. And that clips the inside corner.
0-1's the count.
In the air out towards right center. Adele going after it. Calls it in, and there's one away.
Batting third.
And time now to check out the A's lineup. Not a whole lot going their way offensively the last few games, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, and that can put more pressure on the pitching staff to try to limit the opponent to just 1 or 2 runs a game, knowing that their offense is not scoring right now. And that never really works well because you try to be too fine and you end up giving up a lot of runs. So we'll see if everybody can just relax, bring things together, and perform at a level that they're capable of.
Zephyr John checks over to first, and he's back. Tyler Soderstrom, the next to hit, takes outside. Butler stands at first with 1 out. Next pitch, not close, up high. Just missed. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Brent Rooker, the next to hit. Right through there for a strike.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Next pitch is outside.
Well, Boog, early on in this one, having a hard time getting settled in. He's not showing control to throw strikes, and let alone to throw it where he wants in the strike zone. This could be a tough one for him.
The 1-1. That one missed.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
On the ground to third. Moncada. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. And now a chance for Shea Langoliers. Golden opportunity right here.
In the grand scheme of things, this at bat might not feel important because it's early, but it could create a domino effect for things to come. Control what you can here and have a strong at bat.
Just missed.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
One out, bases full. The next offering misses, and it's 2-1.
That's a good pitch there.
1 strike.
Really had some run and finished really up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
They obviously were in a pretty great spot to take the lead right there with the bases loaded. And I'll say that was a good patient at bat to draw the walk. And you know what? Still counts as an RBI.
Now a chance for Nick Kurtz.
Ball, that's out.
Off the plate, and that's ball one. And
That's a
another
ball.
ball.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0
balls,
count,
no
bases
strike.
loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
That
Nope.
one misses. That's
inside.
5 straight.
Greg, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
That catches the top part of the zone, and the count is 3-1.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Ball 4,
Nope, that's ball
and a
four.
run
Thanks,
comes in to score.
Really got himself into a mess out there and now forces home a run with the walk. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
So bases loaded with one away. Luis Urias now at the plate. To third might be 2. Moncada toss to first. Now 2 away as they get a run across. This is J.J. Bleday.
It's early, but these at-bats can impact the game just as much as they do later. Here's a chance to set the tone early for your team.
First
Ball
pitch
one.
doesn't find the zone.
Big moment in
1-0.
this game. 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position, and could really break this thing wide open early.
Tough start for him so far, already at 30 pitches here in the first. In the dirt, nice job behind the plate.
2 strikes.
Two outs. Not
2-2,
close
yeah.
with that one. It's 2-2.
Hey, it's still early in this ball game, but you know this at bat right here could be a big factor in the outcome. You think about it. There's a chance to really blow this thing open right here.
Swing and a miss, and that is that. 3 runs for them here, and they move ahead. We go on to inning number 2. It's the A's 3 and the Angels nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the left fielder, Taylor Ward.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Again, back to work. And first offering is fouled off. In the air, right field, Rooker makes the grab, 1 away.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter,
Jorge Soler up at the plate. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And that one fouled off. And that's a strikeout looking. That was pretty nasty. 2 outs, base is empty. So in now for the Angels, Logan O'Hoppe. And that's outside.
Outside.
2 down, nobody on. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Ginn makes the grab, and that's the inning. Angels go quietly there. They trail in this one 3-0. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Gio Urshela steps in.
Gio Urshela.
And that misses off the outside edge. Singy, he wasn't real sharp in the first, got hit around, but really more so, didn't throw a ton of strikes.
Well, he's just got to find a way to settle down. He was clearly fighting himself out there, not really finding the strike zone, walking batters. So we'll see if he can get back on track and fill up the zone a little bit more.
Mike Fillmore, our plate umpire, very consistent with his zone. Chris gets a lot of praise for that.
He does, Boog, and I think that with any umpire, you really just want them to be consistent. Fillmore's the guy that does a good job back there in that way. So people around the league really appreciate his consistency.
Next offering is in for a strike. Fans don't really understand the familiarity and relationship players and coaches have with umpires. I mean, you see them a lot.
Yeah, but they're all out there trying to do their best and perform at a high level. So when you respect that, I think over time you can develop a relationship with them.
And out number 1 on the grab. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Next pitch is downstairs. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one lifted to left. Ward. And he makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop.
2 down, base is empty. Jacob Wilson will hit next. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Breaking ball inside. And that is ball 1. The shortstop takes a ball.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Two outs. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle of the base hit.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Next up for the A's, Tyler Soderstrom. He reached out a walk his first time. That one's in there. 0-1.
2 quick outs. Needed to get that third one. Wasn't able to do it. Now you bring up the heart of this order. You got to find a way to get it done right here.
Popped up. Rengifo. He's there. He's got it. And that'll do it. So 1 hit is all they get. We played 2 full. It's the A's 3 and the Angels nothing. Top half of the 3rd inning. Here's the center fielder, Matthew Lugo. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
Inside corner for a strike. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
The 1-0. Swing and a pop-up. Foul and a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. One down, base is empty. On the ground to the left, Urshela throws to first in time. First two batters retired here in the top of the third.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Here's Joe Adele. Called strike, a sinker at the bottom of the zone.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
Pitches in the dirt, and it's 1-1. He swings and fouls one off. Good job to fight that one off. Two down, nobody on. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That's down and in. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Angels held in check. Still down 3-0. Set for the bottom of the third. Now it's the right fielder, Brent Rooker. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. That just misses, and it's 1-0.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Just off the inside edge. Here's a 3-0. And there's the automatic.
You know, these A's doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. The numbers kind of speak for themselves with the 4 walks. They've done a great job of not trying to do too much and just staying disciplined. Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy is just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Ryan Zefferjohn is done. Not what they were hoping for from the opener, so we'll see a new arm on the mound when we get back. Jack Kachanowicz will take over here.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Man at first, and the batter now, Shea Langoliers.
That's in.
Next pitch is outside.
2-0 count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
Now this is in the air down the line. Adele sizing this one up. He's got it. And there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Nick Kurtz up next for the A's. Nice curveball for a strike. Way out front for strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
Man at first, one away. Kochanowicz throws
he's
over.
in there.
Rooker back in on a dive. Stays alive. And that's
One ball,
downstairs and
2 strikes.
outside. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
On the ground, and it goes just foul. Rooker off of first with 2 away. Line drive, base hit, right center field. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Coming home. He'll score.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, it takes so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
So digging in, J.J. Bleday. That's in there. Strike 1. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. And a foul ball. He stays alive. On the line, base hit. Urias around third. Relay throw home, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Well, this is what you've got to do. You've got to try to score on the 2-out hit to the outfield, but outstanding execution on the relay home. Had to be almost perfect to make it close, and that's exactly what it was. Inning over.
On to the 4th, and the batter will be the shortstop, Zach Neto. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1.
You know, these Angels, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Ball.
The shortstop takes the ball.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Soderstrom sizes this one up. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 away.
Now batting, first baseman,
So up next,
Shadowell.
Nolan Shadowell. On the ground right side. Urias sends it to first. 2 down.
Up next for the Angels, third baseman, Yohan
2 outs,
Moncada.
base is empty. Here is Moncada. He's been a great free agent sign. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. Moncada in his 8th season, 29 years old, and he was born in Cuba. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Brings it in for the 3rd out. Angels go down 1-2-3. They're down 4-0. Bottom of the 4th. Now here's Gio Urshela.
Third baseman, Gio Urshela.
Knee high, that's in for a strike. Kochanowicz throws what a lot of people consider to be a power sinker. Throws it with serious velocity, but it moves a ton and it stays
No ball,
down.
2 strikes.
Next
1
pitch
ball,
misses
2
way
strikes.
outside.
And Boog, against a guy like this, you grab your backup bat out of the rack. You don't want to take your gamer up there because you know there's a good chance it's coming back broken.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single. What's the approach when you're facing a guy like this, Chris?
Don't look down in the zone because you'll end up chasing something that's out of the strike zone. Make him elevate the pitch. Because he's not as effective at the top of the strike zone, you got a better chance of having success.
Now it's going to be Lawrence Butler. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Here comes the 0-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Oh, and 2 now. Checks his swing. Appeal down to third. No swing. Kenny Jansen with the call.
That's a ball.
In the dirt, blocked. Nice job behind the plate there. Urshela aboard here at first with nobody out. Popped up left side. Neto makes the grab, 1 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Jacob Wilson.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jacob Wilson. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. Ball
Counts
1 there.
1-0.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Runner takes off. Swing and a miss.
I got 1 ball,
Throw
1
a
strike.
second. Tag. And they got him.
Well, I think that was a hit and run right there. When you look at how far that pitch was out of the zone and the hitter still trying to put wood on it, put it in play, that tells you that they had something going. But unfortunately, it was a good job of execution by the pitcher and the catcher to get that out of the zone and then throw out the runner at second base. Really nice job behind the dish.
Line drive, and this might be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Everything came together for him. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep at night.
Now the left fielder, Tyler Soderstrom. In there at the knees, 0-1. And that one missing low. Man at second. Outside low. And it's 2-1.
Inside ball
This one
3.
kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it. Brent Rooker in the on-deck circle for the A's. Man on second, 2 down. Hot shot to third. Moncada tossed to first. And the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Athletics 4 and the Angels nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top 5, John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Taylor Ward. Again, back to work. And delivers outside.
You know, these Angels just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt.
1-1.
But it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
That one fouled off. That's off the mark, and the count is 2-2.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
The 2-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Got him swinging.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
And now the designated hitter for the Angels, Jorge Soler. Caught looking his first time up. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Now he'll turn for second. And it's a double. Their first hit in this one.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Logan O'Hoppe. He popped out his first time. That one catches the zone. It's 0-1.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. And he held back according to Rusty Valentine. Soler leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Next offering in there for a strike. It's a ball and 2 strikes. That one missing inside. Three-two now.
3-2.
One out and a runner at second, and we're at the top of the 5th.
Let's go, kid.
3-2. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Rooker makes the catch. 2 down.
Now batting, number 15.
And now the center fielder, Matthew Lugo, struck out swinging his first time. Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike.
0-1.
And it's 0-1. Runner at second, 2 down. And ball 1. And he grounds one to the right side. Urias. Third out, and that ends the frame. Another frame in the books as the perfect game falls by the wayside. It's the Athletics 4 and the Angels nothing. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now the right fielder, Brent Rooker. In there at the knees. And that's strike 1. Action in the Angels bullpen. Jose Soriano, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Anderson getting cranked up as well. On the ground, right side. Handles, throws to first, and a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, catcher, Shea Langoliers.
Next to hit, Shea Langoliers, known for his rocket arm behind the plate. And a foul ball. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Outside low, ball 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
There's the strike. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. One down, base is empty.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And now it's 3-2. To third, Moncada. Zips it across. Home man for the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs.
Now batting, number 16.
So 2 down now, and here is Nick Kurtz. And the pitch a little bit low, ball 1. Just
That's a ball.
missed. Next
3 balls,
offering
no
is
strike.
down low. Right through there for a strike. And it's fouled away. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Got him looking. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. A's go quickly and quietly there. They lead 4-0. Top of the 6th inning. Stepping in, Luis Rengifo. Just missed. That one not close. And the count is 2-0.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0. He's put himself in a really good spot.
Just missed.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Now batting right fielder Joe Adele.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
So a man aboard. Joe Adele, the next to hit for the Angels. Fought off foul.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
That clips a corner. And there's a ball. Rengifo gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Base knock center field. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Coming home. He will score.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
So the batting order turns over. Zach Neto, the next to hit for the Angels. 0 for 2 in this one. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
1-0.
Runner at second, nobody out.
Outside, that's a ball.
That one is absolutely belted. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double. As a run scores.
He puts a great swing on that pitch and drives home the run, and that was always going to be a double, but the bounce over the wall just took the guesswork out of it right away. It was a nice swing.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And next for the Angels, Nolan Schanuel. Lifted in the air, out to left. Soderstrom brings it in. And there's one away.
Now batting third baseman Yoan Moncada.
Here is Yoan Moncada.
Well, both sides equally as strong, so not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
That finds the mark on the inside corner.
0-1's the
With the
count.
tying run at the plate, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Oh, he hit
That
him.
ball got it.
And that got him pretty flush. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Taylor Ward. Fouled off down the right side.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
On the ground, a second, might be 2. Glove flip for 1, and that's 2.
Well, second baseman made that one look easy. Great feed to the shortstop. Shortstop completes the play. They get out of a jam, and they end the inning.
Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Jose Soriano.
Should be a good first matchup for him here. He's been doing a great job against right-handed bats so far this season. They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
Urias in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. Activity in the bullpen. Connor Brogdon up and loosening in the pen.
How about this one, Boog? In 2023, Urias hit grand slams for Boston in back-to-back plate appearances. They happened on different days, but he still became the first Red Sox player to do it since Jimmy Fox in 1940.
Now batting, center fielder.
Next up for the A's, J.J. Bleday. 1 for 2. That misses. Ball 1. Urias gets his lead at first with nobody out. Back at the middle and a base hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Couple of singles back-to-back. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Gio Urshela to the plate. And that's in for a strike. Up the middle, Rengifo. There's one to first. Double play. Nicely done.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Lawrence Butler. Fouled off left side. And that's downstairs. And the count even 1-1. That's to third. Tosses to first. Inning over. The A's strand 1, but they still lead this one 4-2.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Hogan Harris.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
So now here's the DH, Jorge Soler.
Jorge Soler.
Check swing called strike. And that is strike one. Harris goes 6 feet 3 inches, 230 pounds, and he was a third-round pick back in 2018.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
And that's in the dirt.
Yep.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, has room, and he makes the catch.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop up and an easy out for the defense.
Swung on, belted. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
The automatic double kind of feels like enjoying cruise control in your car, Boog. You don't need to keep the pedal down as you cruise into second base. Just no worries in the world. You know what? He put a really good swing on that one.
Matthew Lugo getting ready to hit. And the first offering is not close. The tying run at the plate. And that's in for a strike. Action in the pen down there. Grant Holman getting loose out there. Sears, a left-hander, also throwing. Right through there for a strike. With the tying run at the plate, here in the top half of inning number 7. And that one is downstairs. Now 2-2.
That's a really good take.
Tying run at the plate. Out to short. Wilson sends it across the first. 2 away.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the A's bullpen. Hogan Harris out of the game. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. Grant Holman comes on now.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Luis Rengifo gets a chance to hit here. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
That catches the corner. Ohapi on at second with 2 down. Swing and a miss.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just going to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
That misses the zone. 1-2 to count. That one the other way, and foul ball. Two outs. This to third, Urshela. That's the third out. So a strong showing here from the A's bullpen. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Athletics 4 and the Angels 2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the number 2 hitter, Jacob Wilson. That's in there. That's strike 1. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
The shortstop takes the ball. Fouls it off, still 1-2. On the ground to third, and that's just foul. Not close with that one. The count now 2-2.
We got a full count.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Right back to him on the mound. In plenty of time to first. One up, one down.
Now batting, left fielder, Tyler Soderstrom.
Next up for the A's, Tyler Soderstrom. That clips the corner. And misses inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Swing and a high fly ball, deep left field. That one back there, and a foul ball. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. 2 down.
Up next for the
2 down, bases empty. Brent Rooker up next for the A's. A former first-round pick, and he's really turned into a nice everyday player. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Ripped on a line. Adele right there to make the grab. And that's the 3rd out. Nothing doing for the offense that time. 8th inning coming up. It's the Athletics 4 and the Angels 2. And we're back. Now it's the right fielder, Joe Adele.
Joe Adele.
First pitch misses.
Counts 1-0. That's a ball.
Right now, behind in the count, 2
2-0.
balls and no strikes, no free passes. You can't allow that.
Fastball is outside. In for a strike, now 3-1. And he takes a strike.
Count full.
Ground ball left side. Urshela to first in time. First out in the top of the 8th.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Zach Neto, the next to hit for the Angels. A little bit high, and that's ball 1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Fastball for a strike. In the air, right field. Rooker makes the grab, and there are 2 down.
Now batting, first baseman Nolan Shanwell.
2 outs, base is empty. Nolan Shanwell digs in now. 0 for 3 in this one. Strike on the inside corner. In the air, left field, down the line, and that'll do it. Ready for the bottom of the 8th, and here's the catcher, Shea Langoliers. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. That one at triple digits.
You come into the game knowing that unless the ball's in the dirt or gets by him, we're probably not going to steal anything today. So that's where you want to get a little more aggressive on your secondary lead and hope that some base hits, some slugs, some home runs can come into play.
That one inside. Gonna count 1 and 2.
Well, I'll say this as a former position player and base stealer. When you come into a game and you've got a guy like this behind the dish with a big arm, you really have to change your approach. Can't try to steal because you'll get thrown out. Maybe get a little bigger lead, be aggressive on the secondary. But this type of guy shuts the running game down.
And they'll do it again. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Now batting.
Next up for the A's, Nick Kurtz. That one ripped right center field. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. And into second with 1 away. That's a double.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
1 out, runner at second. Here's the second baseman, Luis Urias. And that's down and away.
1-0.
That one drifts inside. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, and it stays fair. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out.
Up next for the A's.
J.J. Bleday up next for the A's. And that one fouled off.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Next offering is downstairs. The A's looking to add another. That one
Ball
missed.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
Two on, one out. Little chopper rolls foul. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Here's Gio Urshela. 1 for 3.
Well, bottom of the order here, Berg. You got to go right after this guy.
As they look to pick up an add-on run. And the number 9 guy at the plate. Inside.
Off the plate, ball
1-0.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
Next offering is in for a strike. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that one is lifted in the air. Adele sizing this one up. Nabs it. And that is that. A's strand a couple as they can't add to their 4-2 lead.
Now pitching.
We're
for the
back,
A's.
and on the mound is the closer,
Number 19.
Mason Miller.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than 1 per inning.
And now Yoan Moncada.
Third baseman, Yoan Moncada.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Outside with a breaking ball. That's too
Ball
low.
2.
Ball 2.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And it's strike 2. And that's where the swing. It's a strikeout. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
Foul ball. And it's even up.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
And 1 and 2.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
Center field, Bleday makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, designated hitter.
So it's their last chance in this one. And next for L.A., Jorge Soler. And first offering is fouled off. They're down to their final strike. The Angels down to their final strike. Fastball is outside.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that'll do it.
Well, this team just hadn't been playing fundamentally sound baseball, but today they put it together. This should start them rolling now. You have to pay attention to the details. If you do that with good pitching, good defense, you will win most of your ball games.
And your final 4-2. The A's are victorious. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
Alright, y'all, that was a pretty good game. Thanks for watching, supporting. Hope y'all enjoyed this. Seems like the A's pulled it off. But I appreciate a like, subscribe if you haven't. I appreciate y'all, and I'll be back in a little bit, y'all. Continue the WNBA and the NBA playoffs. So, alright, have a good one, y'all. Deuces. Money, out.